Hello, I'm delighted to welcome you to our Wildlife Club and very pleased that you're interested in the countryside and the plants and creatures of this area. I think you'll be surprised at the variety we have here, even though we are not far from London. I'll start by telling you about some of the parks and open spaces nearby. One very pleasant place is Highland Common. This has been public lands for hundreds of years, and what you find interesting is that the River Ouse, which flows into the sea 80 kilometers away, had its source in the common. There's an information board about the plants and animals you can see here. And by the way, the common is accessible 24 hours a day. Then there's Hall Island, which is noted for its great range of trees. In the past, willows were grown here commercially for basket making, and this ancient craft has recently been reintroduced. The island is only open to public from Friday to Sunday because it's quite small, and if there were people around every day, much of wildlife would keep away. From there, it's just a short walk across the bridge to Longfield Country Park. Longfield has a modern replica of a farm from over 2,000 years ago. Children's activities are often arranged there, like breastmaking and face painting. The park is only open during daylight hours, so bear that in mind if you decided to go there. Longfield Park has a program of activities throughout the years, and to give you a sample, this is what's happening in the next few days. On Monday, you can learn about herbs and how they've been used over the centuries. You'll start with a tour of our herbs garden, practice the technique of using them as color dyes for clothes, and listen to illustrated talk about their use in cooking and medicine. Then, on Wednesday, you can join local experts to discover the variety of insects and birds that appear in the evening. We keep a small number of people in the group, so if you want to go, you'll need to phone the park ranger a few days ahead. There's a small charge, which you should pay when you turn up. I'm sure you're all keen on to help with the practical task of looking after the park, so on Saturdays, you can join a working party. You'll have a choice of all sorts of activities from planting hedges to picking them later, so you'll be able to change from one to another when you feel like it. One thing, though, is to make sure you wear something that you don't mind getting dirty or torn. And finally, I'd like to tell you about our new wildlife area, Hinchingbrook Park, which will be open to the public next month. The slide doesn't really indicate how big it is, but anyway, you can see the two gates into the park and the main path. As you can see, there's a lake in the northwest of the park, with the bird's eye to the west of it at the end of the path, so it'll be a nice quiet place for watching the birds on the lake. Fairly close to where refreshments are available, there's a dog walk area in the southern part of the park, leading off from the path. And if you just want to sit and relax, you can go to the flower garden. That's the circular area on the map surrounded by paths. And finally, there's a wooded area in the western section of the path, between two paths. Okay, that's enough from me. Let's go on to